Kenya Airways presents to you Africa's most awaited loyalty program, Asante Rewards. The Asante Rewards program serves leisure travelers, business travelers, corporate clients, and existing KQ passengers who are members of Flying Blue and other programs. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa's most awaited loyalty program, Asante Rewards.
It's my greatest pleasure today at this auspicious event as we launch the Asante Rewards Loyalty Program, another feather in the cap of our indefatigable team of our national carrier, Kenya Airways. It is said that you cannot discover new oceans unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. This, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is what it takes to be innovative. The readiness to sail the uncharted waters and walk the path less traveled. The ability to take risks, to try new things, and to venture into new territories. This loyalty program is a perfect step towards turning around the fortunes of Kenya Airways in the promising journey of making it competitive in the global aviation sector. It is worth noting that the value of loyalty programs was evident during the COVID pandemic when some airlines used the valuation of such programs to access multi-billion dollars in loans. As you all know, Kenya Airways is a national symbol and a critical player in the country's economic transformation through the facilitation of trade and investment, tourism, and job creation. And of course, even market. As a national airline, Kenya Airways currently contributes close to 5% of Kenya GDP and supports 5,000 direct jobs and upwards of 400,000 indirect jobs. Even as we support the expansion of KQ in the continent and beyond, we are alive to the challenges that the airline faces in repatriating revenues generated from some of the destinations. To mitigate this, the government of Kenya is working with the board and management of Kenya Airways and the governments of destination countries to find effective, lasting solutions to this issue and enhance the stability, sustainability, and profitability of the airline. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the government recently tabled bilateral air service agreement between Kenya and 8 other countries, meant to enhance connectivity and provide KQ with an opportunity to expand its route networks by directly operating both scheduled and non-scheduled services to new markets. Before I conclude, I just want also to say, as soon as we took over office, we had a conversation with the aviation sector about the existing now taxes in the aviation sector that have been punitive. Particular concerns were raised about taxes that were introduced recently that affect import of aircraft parts, and the engines. As you may now know, the finance bill that is before Parliament contains amendments that delete or remove those taxes that had been introduced that, according to the sector, were making it difficult for airlines and investors like yourselves that were running air maintenance services like the ones we have, where we are sitting here. our dream is to make sure that we attract as many investments as possible in the aviation sector. And the amendments that are in Parliament are going to make it possible for us again to attract more airlines in the region to come here and maintain their aircraft. And it becomes also possible for us to import parts. The last thing I told our MD here, CEO here, that really we must, I don't want to talk about other companies, but we must bring Kenya Airways back to be the main and the only leader in Africa in the airspace. As a ministry, we are ready. I went to some other airport and I was very unhappy that, you know, they were parking hundreds of planes and, you know, with good airport terminal. We are working with Kenya Airways, Kenya Airports Authority to make sure that we have a good modern terminal that makes it possible for us to, and that process is ongoing. The PS will tell you here, we are almost going public to attract investors to do a PPP to build a very modern terminal. I wish to congratulate Kenya Airways for this historic achievement and wish them all the best in ongoing efforts to conquer the global aviation market. And before I leave here, I hope that the new loyalty program, which I hope to sign in now, I also hope I'll be given an answer where my points will go in the other loyalty program. Yeah. But Asante Rewards Loyalty Program is going to be a game changer in the aviation sector. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Thank you very much.
The finance bill favors the aviation industry, and that is why we have positioned some of the interventions we want to do. We are going to level the RDLF, or that is the Railway Development Levy Fund, as the minister has mentioned, to a 1.5%. We are proposing to remove VAT on crafts, on engine and spare parts totality. We also want to remove the RDLF on importation of goods of the aviation sector. And without an iota of doubt, Kenya Airways is here to stay. We are not closing the airline. We are not packing it and wishing it away. It is a brand we have lived with, and we are going to support it, but address the issues that the board is already on. Issues of cost, issues of leases, issues of, all those kind of things, issues with the pilots that are there. But it is a brand, I want to assure you, that it is here to stay with us. We have our special Asante Rewards, which brings us to the subject of the day, is that we expect more innovativeness. Because points are emotive. So long story short, I'm still lobbying that you should give me my platinum. Because if I calculate the flights that have not been credited, I'm a platinum member. But because it has been so cumbersome with the Flying Blue that you have to go to the KLM website and chart and everything, and it's not fair that I tell my people to always claim my points. But sometimes we all get a bit petty with points because they're emotive. So we want you to really assure us that the Asante Rewards, and I'm happy, we're moving from miles to points. We want to see more innovativeness of getting these points, using them in hotels, using them in all sorts of things. I don't know if the experience points will still be there, but we are really looking forward to ensure that that is being done. So with all that, it's just to instill confidence to Kenyans and also instill confidence to Kenya Airways. It is deliberate that the government owns 48.9%. We didn't want to turn it to another state corporation and own the majority shares of over 50%. We want it to be more effective, and we have no doubt in the leadership of the board and the leadership of Alan, who has served over 3 years, that they are going to turn around this airline. And we want to see that happening by next year, as we have agreed on.
I want to assure you that Parliament we will do our best to support you. And the PS has mentioned the finance bill, which is the big debate in the country now. I want to tell you that this is not the first finance bill in the country. It happens every financial year. So it did not come with His Excellency William Ruto. It has been there every financial year. And this particular one is a good finance bill where KQ and other airlines and the entire sector will benefit from the very good proposals that we have put in there to be your partners and to support you. And by the way, you know, in Parliament, because we travel a lot, there is a policy that you cannot fly any other line, any other airline in Parliament. If you're a member of Parliament or you work in Parliament, before KQ has said they don't have space. KQ has the first priority in Parliament, and Parliament has a huge budget for travel. So KQ gets a lot of business.
It is the impact that we have in society and in the lives of our guests, in the lives of communities, and the entire ecosystem that we operate in. In Kenya, for example, Kenya Airways and aviation industry is estimated to contribute about $3.2 billion to the GDP. That's approximately 4% of our GDP. And we employ directly 26,000 people, either here in Kenya Airways or across aviation industry. And indirectly, I think that is estimated to be anything between 180 to 200,000 people. Those are many people. So the role that aviation plays in our economy is significant. So ladies and gentlemen, today we are proud to present to the world a fully owned Kenya Airways loyalty program, the Asante Rewards Program. This way, we say thank you to our guests every time they fly with us. And through this program, our customers will earn points, like we said, not miles. They will earn points when they book their flight, which will be redeemed for rewards such as seat upgrades, extra baggage, allowances, priority services, and many more rewards that Julius was explaining earlier on. Asante Rewards is a unique African product created from years of research, customer feedback, best practices from across the globe. Howard Schultz said, if customers believe they share values with a company, they will stay loyal to the brand. So at Kenya Airways, we understand that customer loyalty is not instant. It's going to be a journey. It cannot be bought. It cannot be forced. Customers become loyal based on how you, to you as our customers. The program is critical to take us to the next level of the KQ transformation. Loyalty of our customers ensures that we retain the customers, we get repeat business, and we also get referrals. We get, in other words, not just customers, but ambassadors.
Important. So we will have a lot of data from the different touch points that allows us to know you personally. Then second, which is key, is we will also be friendly to your wallet. We will be able to reduce your cost when you're flying. And how do we do this? We do this again through personalized exclusive offers to you as our customer. Then three is tailored rewards and benefits, which either give you convenience when you're traveling, so saves you time, so whether it's priority boarding, access to our lounges, you get extra luggage when you fly, or through our affiliate partners who will be joining our program, that actually allows this program to be a lifestyle program. So the benefits are beyond just flying, and we will be onboarding a lot of other partners, and it's good, a lot of those partners we've invited you here because you are our customers, and we will co-create and create a lifestyle program that is unique and truly African. So that is one, because we believe as a business, if we take care of you as our customers, you're going to take care of us as an airline. So one of the key benefits is we need to grow our revenues. KQ, even as the CS was mentioning here, we need to be a sustainable and profitable organization. People need to be proud of Kenya Airways. And the measure is not just profitability, but we need to do good things to the continent. To be able to do that and to continue investing in the product so that you get the very best, is we will be able to, through this program, to grow our revenues. One is because in any business we know if you're a loyal customer to any business, you spend more. Two, if you're a loyal customer to any business, you become an advocate for that business. So you bring in the circle of your friends, colleagues, to the business. You say good things about the business. So we will, as an airline, get new customers that today we are not able to reach. A second is we will be able also as an airline to improve the customer experience. Why? Because we are now able to design the proposition or any offer based on your specific feedback. I give an example. If you're flying with us to Addis, maybe we've got 100,000 customers who fly with us in a year. They probably want something changed with our catering. So we are able to reach out to those customers and make that change in our offering, and not sit in our offices and think this is what the customer wants. So really bringing in the customer voice in everything we are doing in our business. Then the third key one for the airline is giving us a competitive advantage, because anything you're seeing here apart from yourselves, the planes, the destinations we fly to, whether it's New York, all that can be copied. The only thing that cannot be copied is the DNA of the organization and how do you relate and talk to your customers? How do you interact? So that, with this program, it will enable us to be able to engage our customers. The program has 4 tiers, so 4 levels. The starting level will be Ruby, and then up to silver, gold, platinum, so 4 tiers. So we've just given the CS our highest tier, which is platinum, which comes with a lot of benefits. And immediately you sign on, and today we'll make sure all of you are signed on to this program. You immediately get 1,000 points on signing on. And the signing on process is hassle-free, frictionless. We've really sat with Generation Z, those dancers you saw here, people who think a bit different than us when it comes to technology. So we will immediately, upon joining our program, match your status. So today, if you are flying blue, platinum for life, or platinum or gold or silver, we'll match that status. And why it is important to match that status is to make sure you do not lose anything as a customer. So you get exactly the same benefits and more you've been getting from your prior program. So we will allow up to 8 members to pool together into one account. And this allows you to quickly enjoy the benefits of the program. So this is important, a family-centric program. And we're using points, not miles, for a reason. Miles are very airline-centric. Points, whether you'll find banks and many other businesses, prefer points. So it's going to be much easier to bring on board partners and also make sure that you as a customer understands what's the value of my points. And that is why we were very deliberate not to have miles, because it's not just about flying. It's about lifestyle. And it's about having more partners in your livelihood. We are also going to onboard hotels. We're going to onboard retail companies to make sure that this program truly is the Asante Rewards and truly is the Pride of Africa program. So ladies and gentlemen, those are just some of the brief details about this program. And thank you so much for coming. And I thank the team that I've worked with in this program. And we're using points, not miles, for a reason. Miles are very airline-centric. Points, whether you'll find banks and many other businesses, prefer points. So it's going to be much easier to bring on board partners and also make sure that you as a customer understands what's the value of my points. And that is why we were very deliberate not to have miles, because it's not just about flying. It's about lifestyle. And it's about having more partners in